Way to go, Tusk. Y'all make a fantastic tire.
Going on an adventure! Can't stop, I'm already late! Late for what? I'm going on an adventure!
Didn't I say it?
Well, the exciting thing has already happened, but it was not the exciting things I was hoping for. Less than 200 miles into my cross-country trip to Sturgis, and this is the second Tusk 2-track tire I have had do this. Granted, the first one lasted 3,000 miles before having this happen. This one's got less than 600 miles on it. Doing the exact same thing, air bubbles in the treads and chunks knocking off. Way to go, Tusk. Y'all make a fantastic tire. Thankfully, I just got a hold of shade tree surgeon Josh, and he is home, and he has my KTM currently in his possession with a brand new rear tire on it that I put there before that bike started having issues. So I'm only about 30 minutes or so away from his place, so I'm gonna head on over there and we're gonna take that brand new rear tire off my KTM and put it on here so I can hopefully make it to fucking Sturgis on time. Wonderful day. Alright, well, jump on the road and hopefully this shit heap of a tire will at least get me to his place. About 37 miles away. Alright, see you in a little bit, Josh. I appreciate y'all's help. Y'all are a real lifesaver.
Going on an adventure!
About this, man, I got a question for you. Shoot. What is your gut reaction when someone looks at you and says, man, I'm sure glad you're here?
I'm wondering how bad things are. Usually whenever somebody's like, oh God, I'm glad you're here, that usually means that I'm wading face first into the middle of something that's going to get real deep real fast.
Well, I think this is going to be an easy one, but I'm glad you're here. I just got a call from a friend of the channel, Brapstar member, Rollin' with Rollin'. He's the one who dropped off that KTM for us to fix. We haven't gotten to it, which he's not worried about because he bought a brand new Honda TransAlp. I love my KTMs, trust me, but...
You know what KTM stands for, right?
What's that?
Can't take much.
Well, when it comes to KTMs, I'm going to go ahead and stick to dirt bikes, not to street bikes. But anyway, he's on a cross-country trip right now, just starting today on his Honda TransAlp. This ain't a good review for Tusk tires either because he just ripped an entire knobby off of it, and he goes, hey, can I come grab that tire off the KTM? I said, sure, buddy, but I can't put it on. Thank goodness Joe's here.
Oh, I got volunteers.
You know, I didn't realize. I was just like, haha, Joe, we got work for you. Too bad you know stuff and you exist, because that's always a bad combo. My problem is I forgot that I don't know stuff and I exist, which means I have to push all the bikes out of the way. Shit rolls downhill, baby. It's an adventure bike. You're having an adventure. Pull it on in, man. It's always the good kind of adventure afterwards when you get to tell the story, man.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Tusk isn't enjoying the story I'm about to tell.
You're not exactly doing good PR work for Tusk tires right now. Yikes!
They're not doing good PR work. That's an air bubble underneath the tread that popped. This is the second one of these tires I've had the same exact thing happen to.
Really?
Dude, yikes,
after
man.
they issued the recall and after they were supposed to have fixed the problem.
Dude, this is like Firestone levels of BS, dude.
The problem.
Dude, that and the freaking what you went through with the KTM, you got to have some good luck coming your way eventually, bud. Either that or something real bad to put all this stuff in perspective.
659 miles on that rear tire.
Damn, dude. Well, this is Rolling with Roland. Make sure you go subscribe to him. I have a link down below. He was leaving from the Tampa Bay area for a cross-country trip. Good thing you actually noticed, man, because if you kept going with that, that would have 100% blown. Let me check that seat, dude. You missing a dime out of there? Because the ride over here must have been dicey.
I've had a rear tire go flat on me within the last year on a rider share bike I rented.
No, dude.
Tire went flat on 75 doing about 80 miles an hour. And by the time I got it down to 60, the rear of the bike was swaying like this with the flat.
Dude.
Brought it to a stop without issue.
I had 2 in a row go complete blowouts on the Dirtster, both within 60 miles of each other. Learning how to stop with a rear tire blowout was not something that I really ever planned on having practice at. So there was a recall on these tires. The one you had that blew up before was part of the recall, right? This tire's from 2024.
14th week of 2024.
And if you've been watching Ran When Parked, you'll know how to read those dates there because Joe's explained it several times. That was not under the recall. If you got one person that has 2 blowouts with Tusk tires, I wouldn't have given him a second chance myself.
And what's crazy is I didn't ride either of those bikes with those tires nearly as aggressively as I rode this or that. And they still did that. If I rode those tires like I ride these Rows, I hate to think what would have happened.
Oh, me too, man.
On those Rows without issue.
I was the littlest bit reluctant to release this video about the Tusk tires, mainly just because I don't like talking bad about a product that I haven't actually used for myself. But when a very good friend of mine has been through 2 sets of tires in a row that have experienced exactly the same problem, and that problem is dire, theoretically life-threatening, I didn't feel good not saying something. But we ended up doing a live stream last night where we kind of discussed it amongst Shade Tree Army, Brapstar in general, and everyone kind of agreed that it is the right thing to do to release it.
Hey, what's up?
Hey man, you're on air. We were talking about the tire earlier because that video is coming out tomorrow, and I just wanted to get your opinion on it. What's your opinion on Tusk and Tusk tires?
Man, honestly, I really don't have enough intel to form one, but just looking at what happened on the thing, I mean, it's pretty obvious what happened. You know, the tread cap delaminated from the carcass, and it allowed it to grow an air bubble in there, and basically it had a knot come up like a badass pimple. With it being unsupported with that air bubble trapped underneath it, it just flexed it every time the tire came around until it ripped it off. I mean, that's a big issue. It's a definite safety issue. I mean, the thing is, I don't know what the date code entailed on the recall they put out on them or anything, but you guys looked at the date code and you said that tire was produced after the recall had been put out.
Yep.
So
14th week of 2024.
To me, that tells me they've either got a manufacturing issue or the tire simply isn't robust enough to deal with the weight that it's carrying and or the horsepower of bike that it's being put upon. That can cause issues with too much localized heat in the middle of the tread cap where it's bonded onto the carcass of the tire, and eventually it breaks down to the point where it forms a void in there and it opens up and it swells out and it pops. But here's what's the kicker on that though. With that tire failing on the back of that Honda, there was a tube in that tire. Somehow the tread cap delaminated enough, or it had an existing void in it like an air bubble that was trapped in there when the tire was manufactured. That allowed it to, kind of like a blister, you know, when you keep, you know, walking on it and everything, eventually the skin peels off.
Yeah.
The same thing, you know.
So it could have been there from the very beginning.
Yeah, it could have been a manufacturing defect where the tread cap wasn't properly vulcanized onto the carcass of the tire. The KTM is a tubeless wheel. The Honda is not. It has a tube. So if you've got 2 similar or identical failures in 2 different installation environments like that, then that's absolutely pointing to one of 2 things: either a manufacturer's defect that made it past quality control, or a tire that is simply not up to the load rating or speed rating that they're advertising the tire to, and it's delaminating and failing. If that tire was a pre-recall tire, I'd be like, well, you know, one slipped through the cracks and they didn't catch it. But with it being a post-recall tire and having the same type of failure, that kind of sets a precedent, and not a good one at that.
No, I mean, the trust you got to put in your tires has to be absolute, dude. If there's any question, then it's not a question anymore. You got to fucking get rid of it.
The world we live in on 2 wheels, you know, you're rolling around and you've got roughly 4 to 8 square inches of rubber tying you to the road, and that's it.
Alright y'all, here we are about to roll out of the shade tree shop, and I cannot express my thanks and gratitude enough to Josh and Joe. Y'all are lifesavers. And I mean that in the most literal sense, because I probably would have died continuing to ride that tire any further than where I've just stopped. I trust this used Rouse with probably about at least 1,500 miles on it already off the back of my 790 Adventure. I trust that to get me to Sturgis safely. I'll be fine on that. This shit heap of a Tuss 2-track though, good riddance. This is the second one of these tires I've had sling lugs off of it, and this is supposed to be after the recall fixed that issue. Yeah. Well, I'm about to head on out like an infant, because I have lost quite a bit of time on the interstate due to that tire, and I need to go make up some time. I got a long way to go before I get to my old man's house in South Carolina. Long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm northbound. That was a bit of a workout. Thank you again. Y'all have a great one. The most literal of lifesavers there. I am eternally grateful and greatly indebted to you both. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let it all hang out, cause we got a run to make. The boys are thirsty in Atlanta, and there's beer in Texarkana, and we'll bring it back no matter what it takes. Westbound and down, 18 wheels are rolling. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. I'm westbound, just watch old bandit run.
I didn't mean to leave much earlier than this, again. Around 9 would have been nice, but oh well, it was nice having a slow morning and breakfast with my parents, and I'll take that over leaving in a timely fashion any day. You can always make up the time on the road. I can't make up time with loved ones lost. So that's the priority. I don't mind riding at night. I figure I'll be on the far side of the Blue Ridge and Smoky Mountain range by the time it starts getting dark anyway, and that's the important part of the day. I just want to enjoy the mountains in the daylight. I don't really care about the other 200 or 300 miles I gotta ride in the dark on the other side, as long as I get to enjoy the mountains with a nice view during the day. Also, if I get to see the sunset in the mountains as I'm leaving, that would be kind of nice too. So, there's that. I've still got 8-9 hours of sunlight ahead of me. Yeah. Still plenty of hours of sunlight ahead of me, especially considering I'm heading west into the sun, crossing time zones, so that should give me an extra hour actually. Yeah, I'll catch catch up with y'all later once I see something interesting. I am currently en route to Tail of the Dragon. I would like to make at least one pass while I'm in the area before I continue on. Maybe pop in and say hi to Daryl and Lori if they're there. Yeah, I'll catch up with y'all later.
My name's Charlie Pittsburgh. Same with my daddy me fool. Hardly was all grand 99 here. And he only come a 10 about twice a year. Buy 100 pennies, that's a copper line. Everybody knew that it made moonshine. Had a revenue man on a granddaddy band, heading up a Hollywood with everything he had. For my time, I've been told, never come back from Copperhead Road.
Good afternoon. Here we are getting ready to leave the tail and head up. Leaving the Tail of the Dragon store, getting ready to make my way towards Sturgis, South Dakota. Got a long way to go and a short time to get there. On one of the most infamously dangerous motorcycle roads in the country, on knobby tires on wet pavement. let's see how this should go.
Dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day to find our long forgotten gold. The pines were roaring on the height, the winds were moaning in the night, the fire was red, it flaming spread, the trees like torches blazed with light.
Putica, whatever, something like that. And I should have pulled off of the exit, but I didn't, because I'm a potato. So yeah, there's a pretty bad storm ahead of me that I don't feel like getting suited up for to ride through. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull off on this exit that I passed and find me a hotel for the night and just have a really early start tomorrow. Of course, all these hotels look like they're not going to have a place for me to put my bike in. Whee! Real test of my luggage here to make sure it's secure. Just hope an officer doesn't see me doing this and pull me over like, boy, what the fuck are you doing? Sorry, sir. I missed my exit. Alright, I'm gonna pull into a gas station here and figure out which one of these hotels is gonna be the most affordable. Because these all look like some high dollar expensive fucking hotels to me. That ain't what I want. I want affordable. I'm gonna jump on Kayak, the Kayak app, and see what's affordable now. Oh good, there's a Days Inn. Looks fucking dilapidated and closed. Yeah, they ain't even got no lights on inside. Great. I was looking for a Days Inn. I found it! But they don't want to be found, apparently. Alright. had to fill up on some ice water here to fill my hydration pack, fill up gas tank, and we are gonna set off.